Good morning, students. In today's class of service marketing, we'll study about a new topic, that is origin and growth of service sector in India. In the various previous classes, we have studied what is service marketing, how goods and services are different from each other, what are the various unique features of services, what are the service marketing mix, and how the services are important in India, the significance of services. We have also studied what are the classification of services, the various standpoints from which we can classify the services. We have also studied about the what are the various challenges present in the service marketing in India. In today's class, we'll try to understand what is the origin and growth of service sector in India, and what are the reasons for growth of service sector in India. So this will be our uh, focus point in today's class. So we'll start with what is the how the service marketing as a service sector has grown in India, how it has originated and become a very prominent sector in today. Origin and growth of service sector in India. The primary sector includes agriculture, animal husbandry, fishing, and forestry. First, we have to understand that all the economic activities we have in India, we have divided into three sectors: the primary sector, the secondary sector, and the tertiary sector. And the primary sector includes agriculture, animal husbandry, fishing, and forestry. These areas are the fundamental and the foundation for the development of the economy. So this is the first primary sector which took off in India. Then it led to the development of the secondary sector. The secondary sector includes manufacturing industries and construction. The tertiary then it led to the growth of the tertiary sector. The tertiary sector covers services like banking, education, health, communication, transportation, hotels, electricity, gas, water supply, etc. Service sector is also known as tertiary sector of the economy, and it is expanding at a very fast rate. So as the civilization progresses, the human desires increased, leading to the evolution of this economic activities. Normally, the primary activities like hunting, animal husbandry, fishing, forestry emerged. Later on, as science and technology developed, this led to the development of manufacturing uh, and other manufacturing companies, which led to the development of the secondary sector, which finally led to the development of the industrial revolution in India. This expansion of both the primary and secondary sector led to the growth of the tertiary sector or the service sector in India. And the service sector is playing one of the main role or the main engines which propels the growth and development of India. So this is something we have to understand. So in this way, the service sector in India originated. So from the primary sector to the secondary sector, and then it led to the development of the tertiary sector or the service sector. Now, for the last 30 years, there has been substantial shift from the primary and secondary sector to the service sector. So in the last 30 years, we are seeing there has been a tremendous shift, substantial shift from the primary and the secondary services. Previously, the primary and the secondary services were very important, but now it has led to the growth of the prime services sector also. The current situation in India is that the growth rate of the service sector has overtaken both the agriculture and the industry sector. So this growth of the tertiary sector and the service sector has overtaken the pace of growth of both the agriculture sector, that is the primary sector, and the industrial sector, that is the secondary sector in India. The service sector has become extremely important to grow not only our GDP, but as well as make it as a key vehicle for the employment generation. So the service sector growth is not only important because it not only contributes to the GDP of our nation, but also makes it as a key vehicle or key instrument for employment generation in India. So this is also one of the reasons why the service sector is considered very important in India. The service sector has contributed 54.17% of the India's gross value added at current prices in 2018 and 19. So in 2018 and 19, we have seen that the service sector has contributed to around 54.7 percentage of the country's India's gross value added at current prices. So this shows that the contribution of service sector to the Indian economy is great. As of 2018, 31.45 percentage of India's population is employed. India's employed population is working in the service sector. So the service sector has also led to the employment of a lot of individuals, and it amounts to nearly 35.45 percentage of India's employed population are working in the service sector. Not only this, the net export estimate from April 2019 to April 2000 to January 2020 in services was 181.20 billion US dollars. So the net export, so since the tertiary sector, the service sector is growing at a faster rate, not only it is adding to the GDP and also not only giving an employment to a lot of people, it is also contributing towards the net export of the country. So it brings some foreign reserves into India. So it was seen that in between April 2019 and to January 2020, the services had a net export of 181.20 billion US dollars. The foreign direct investment inflows into the service sector accounted for more than 60% of the FDI equity inflows into India. It was also seen that the foreign direct investment, the total foreign direct investment that was made in India, out of that, more than 60% of the foreign direct investment was made in the service sector. So this shows that there is a tremendous growth potential of service sector in India. The service sector is growing at a very fast rate. That is the reason that the foreign clients, the foreign people, foreign companies are interested to invest in India, and nearly more than 60% of the foreign direct investment equity inflows has occurred in the service sector. Service sector is the largest recipient of FDI in India with inflows of USD 60.67 billion between April 2000 to December 2019. So it has seen that within a span of 8 to 9 years, the service sector has been the largest recipient of the FDI in India inflows. And this FDI inflows was nearly 80.67 billion US dollars. So a tremendous amount of money was infused in India in the service sector. So this shows that the service sector in India is very increasing at a very fast rate, and this is also recognized by foreign investors. Therefore, the service sector is the engine for growth and development in the development of the Indian economy. So it is also seen that due to these reasons, we can say that the service sector is the engine which propels the growth and development of economy in the country, growth and development of the economy. So these are the reasons why there is a tremendous growth in service sector, and how the service sector has grown from primary sector to secondary sector to tertiary sector has grown. Now we'll try to understand what are the various reasons for the growth of service sector in India. The first reason is consumer affluence. The consumer affluence has been increasing at a tremendous pace. Due to the fast rise in the income of consumers, they are attracted towards new services. And this fast rise of this consumers' income has led to the attracted them towards the new services. This affluences reduces the scope of self-service and creates opportunities for many service people and organizations. So this increase in consumer affluence or having more income, these consumers having more income has reduced the scope of self-service and creates opportunities for many service people and organizations. Let us understand this. Due to the fast rise of income of consumers, there has been a growth of new services. People are attracted to new services like health clubs, like domestic services, like travel, tourism. Now people have more money, they're interested to go for travel, tourism, join health clubs, uh, go for entertainment. So new multiplexes and other things for entertainment has increases, and also the need for domestic services because the people, both husband and wife, are working, so they need help at home. And since they are having a lot of income losses, both of them are working. So this consumer affluence has resulted in the need for domestic services. Also, banking, investment, this retailing, insurance, repairs, all these things, services has increased due to this fast rise of income of consumers. If the consumers were not having income, they would not indulge or spend so much money in these kind of services. Since the consumers are having a lot of income, the income of consumers is increasing. So this has resulted to the growth of these services in India. Not only this, the affluence of the consumer reduces the scope of self-service, because when you have more money, you don't want to do the job on your own. You want to employ somebody who will do it on your behalf. This has created opportunities for many service people and organizations. Let me give an example to make this clear. Suppose if a consumer is not having enough money, is very tight, is crunch. There is a crunch of money of the consumer. Then he will be interested to pick up their own luggage. Will not be interested to send their kids to tuition another, and will not spend a lot of money in entertainment because there is a crunch of money. So they are having this financial crunch. But when the consumer is having a lot of money to spare, then he will not pick up his own luggage. He will employ a porter for picking up the service, for picking up the luggage. He may also employ various teachers to tutor their children. They may also indulge in a lot of entertainment activities because they have a lot of money. So this affluences reduces the scope of self-service. So the scope of the self-services reduces because people are now more interested to uh, not to do the work on their own, but to give the work to pass it on to another service company or service people who will do the job much more effectively. So this rise of consumer influence is one of the reasons for the growth of service sector in India. The second is working women. The percentage of working women in India is increasing year by year. So this percentage of working women is increasing, and they are looking for services that can reduce their burden significantly. Since the in today's socio-economic world, the situation of women has changed a lot. They are considered equal as men, and the percentage of women getting educated and entering into the employment is increasing year by year. And since when the women have to enter into the jobs, so they have very less time to do their personal work. So there is a great require of services so as to reduce their burden. So they are interested for these domestic services, because previously these domestic services, childcare services, crèches were not much famous because the women were mostly housewife, and they used to take care of this children and take care of all the domestic purpose work. But now since women are working, and they are going to offices, and they don't have enough time to um give towards in the domestic chores and looking after children. So a lot of services like need for domestic services, need for these crutches, childcare services, and has increased. Similarly, financial services, retailing, because previously women were going to a lot of many shops to get different products, but since they don't have time, so they prefer to buy all the merchandise in a particular shop. So this has resulted in the growth of retailing. Similarly, financial services were previously not availed by working women, were not availed by domestic women, these housewives. But today, since the women are working, they are availing the services of financial services. So, fast food restaurants, the use of fast food restaurants are also increased. Similarly, the sales of a lot of consumer goods has also increased, like refrigerators, like um, 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 cooking equipments. All these things have been increasing because the working women, they need more time, so they want to reduce their burden. So a lot of services which was previously not much availed of are nowadays availed. So this is the reason the working woman has been one of the primary reasons for the growth of service sector in India. Apart from this, another reason which has resulted to the growth of service sector in India is uh, double income, no kids people. These double income, no kids are also known as DINGs. DINGs are the working couples who have consciously postponed parenthood plans indefinitely, or in an increasing number of cases have decided not to have children. So both the husband and wife are working, and they don't have time to rear a child, to give birth to a child and to rear a child. So what they do, they postpone this parenthood plan. So now what they're having double income, but their consumption is less because they have less avenues to spend the money. So obviously they will be spending on new services which will be required by them, like entertainment services, like they may go for traveling, they may go for tourism, they may avail domestic services because they will not be having time. So all these things services has increased because due to this double income, no kids group. And these people either they have postponed their parenthood plans indefinitely, or in increasing cases they are not even interested to have a child ever. So now they are having double income, but they have no avenues to spend that money. So obviously it is likelihood that will result in more commitments at home and demands on their time, showing slowing down their career plans and ambitions. Is having children will slow down their career plans, so they have decided not to have children now. The this culture of double income, no kids, is increasing day by day in India, and this is one of the reasons why the service sectors is increasing, because they have double income with no kids, resulting in the emerging and enhancing of services. So whatever be their lifestyle, they have double income with no kids, resulting in a lot of services, like they are interested in entertainment, in hotel, in restaurant, um, career institute, because they want to pursue their career. They are more career focused, so they want to go for education. So career institutes, domestic services, travel, and other personal care. They want to be looking good for their, if they want to work. So they have to maintain themselves. So these personal care services have also increased. So this all these services have increased because they have double income. So their income is double, but they have no kids. So they have a lot of money, spare money, disposable money in their hands to spend in a lot of services. So this double income, no kids group has resulted to the growth of service sector in India. Apart from this, more leisure time. The tendency of people throughout the world is to gain more leisure time. So there has been a tendency of people nowadays to be more having more leisure time in their hand. When people do get some time, they like to travel or go on holiday, or sometimes they would like to utilize this time to improve their career prospects. So first they want leisure time, and second, when they have leisure time, they either go for this holiday or traveling, or they're interested to utilize this time to improve their career prospects. So what they will do, obviously, this has resulted in the growth of this travel and holiday packages, hotels, restaurants, entertainment packages, entertainment organizations. Also, since they're interested in the career prospects, also adult education, distance learning, part-time courses, all these organizations, service organizations providing these services has also increased. So this desire to have more leisure time has resulted in the growth of service sector in India. Then another reason for the growth of service sector is the greater life expectancy. The economic prosperity and the increasing standard of living of the people have resulted in greater life expectancy. Due to this economic prosperity and increasing standard of living of the people, there has been the life expectancy of the normal people has increased a lot. And this greater life expectancy invites opportunities in many services. Actually, according to the World Development Report, and World Human Resources Index, the life expectancy of people has increased significantly all over the world. Okay, so when the life expectancy of people has increased, this means that the people are living more. So the amount of old age people are increasing day by day. So a lot of services that was previously not availed of, there was no need for those services, has increased. Services like nursing homes, hospitals, entertainment, leisure, investment, banking, and so on. Obviously, when people have a larger, a more economic prosperity, they'll go for investing, they'll go for other banking services. If they have more money, they'll go for this entertainment services. They want more leisure activities or leisure services. They'll go for more traveling, more tourism. Also, with the greater life expectancy, what happens is that a lot of old people, the number of old people are also increasing. So this has resulted in the growth of hospitals, nursing homes, personal care services. So this all these things have resulted to the growth of service sector. So this greater life expectancy of people has resulted to the growth of service sector in India. Another reason for the growth of service sector in India is the increasing number of new products. The span of life of products and services is reducing due to the entry of new or improved products. So the span and the life of the products are increasing day by day, is reducing day by day, and such consultancy services are enjoying increased demand. So when the new products and services, that lifespan is decreasing, that means that the span of the products and services is reducing due to the entry of new, more and more improved products and services. The consumers is not able to have a total comprehension of what purchaser has to make and what kind of services they should take. They are busy with a number of activities. As such, the consulting services has increased. What they want to consult with people who have specialized knowledge to help them to make the decision to buy the product or services. As such, let us give you an example. If a person wants to invest in shares, the complex information of this, what are the various shares, what are the growth factors, in which companies which shares we should invest. This complexity is increasing, and new shares of various companies are coming. So the person is not having adequate knowledge and also do not have the drive, and also they may be confused regarding the various shares. So they may take the help of these consultancy services or financial consultancy services or brokers, which will facilitate them to invest their money in a much more smooth and easy manner. So what happens, this increasing number of products, this complexity of products, this increasing in the complexity of products has resulted in the need for this specialized services, consulting services, which was not previously demanded. So this increasing number of new products has also resulted in the growth of service sector in India. Apart from that, the product complexity. as we were discussing in the previous point also, the product complexity is increasing day by day. A large number of products are now being purchased in households, which can be serviced only by specialized persons. So this product complexity has resulted in the growth of service sector in India, because since previously the products were not much complex, but today's products are very complex. So even if you buy a TV, you need somebody to install the TV in your home, because there are a lot of things that a demonstration has to be done. So we have to depend on the specialized persons to get the services. The growing product complexity create greater demand for services. Obviously, we require more specialized people. Suppose we are having a water dispensing unit in our room. So we need proper servicing of that. If we are not having a lot of products, like for our convenience, all these products, in order to maintain these products, in order to understand these products, we need the help of the specialized people, specialized persons, or service organization giving these services for the maintaining of the products, and also about how explaining us how to use the products more efficiently. So there has been an increase of this consultancy services, and this has resulted to the growth of new services which was not previously there. So we need more specialized people. We have computers, microwave ovens. We need more specialized people to look into the proper working of the services, of the products. So this product complexity has resulted in the growth of the specialized, skilled specialists to provide maintenance for these complex products. Therefore, the demand for such services is growing day by day. So these product complexity has resulted in the growth of service sector, is one of the reasons why the service sector in India is growing. Apart from product complexity, also there is a increase in complexity of life. Life itself has become more complex due to the various socio-economic, psycho-political, technological, and legal change. So the things which were previously easier are not very easy now. The life has become much more complex. This has brought about the emergence of many services. Life itself has become more complex due to a lot of factors, like the socio-economic factor, the psycho-political factor, the technological change, legal change. This has brought a lot of problem about emergence of new services, like we need more legal aid services, because we need to have the legal knowledge. Cannot have the legal knowledge, so we have legal aid services, we have consulting services, we have professional services, we have various courier services, insurance services, banking services. All these services which was previously was not much importance was given to them are increasing, because the complexity of life as a whole is increasing, and the people want a much more simpler life. So they want the help from the specialized people from the various service organizations to make the life much more easier. So this is one of this complexity of life. This is also one of the major reasons for the growth of service sector in India. Now coming to the another point which has resulted in the growth of service sector in India, that is the new young youth. Today's generation, with all the changes provide more opportunities for the service force. This today's generation is changing and is leap by bound, leap by bound. And every new generation has its own characteristics, and they enjoy a very different lifestyle. There's a lot of differences in various generations in respect to the living conditions, the style, their maturity, their thinking, their attitudes, their behaviors, beliefs. A lot of things are changing between generations. So today's generation, they want a lot of more services in comparison to the older generations. So new services like fast food centers, entertainment, travel, tourism, going to these resorts, having resorts, educational institutions, counseling, retailing, all these things has increased due to the new young youth, because previously people were not much indulging in entertainment services, or more interested to go for travel and tourism. They were not much focus was given on education. If even if education is one, new services have now come up, like online education services like Byju's, Vedantu. All these things have developed. So these new young youth, they want to, if they want to get educated also, they want new ways in which they can get the education in a much more simpler online manner. So these technological changes, all these changes in style, this maturity, this thinking, the satisfaction level, all this behavior, this attitude changes of the between these generations has resulted to the growth of services in India. So previously, the older generations were not dependent on much more services, but today's generation, due to the various changes, are much more dependent on new services, and this has resulted to the growth of a lot of services like entertainment, education institutes, counseling, picnic resorts, or travel tourism. All these things has grown by leap and bound due to this new young youth. So this is one of the reasons of growth of service sector in India. Apart from that, another reason for the growth of service sector in India is resource scarcity and ecology. As the natural resources are depleting and the need for conservation is increasing, giving rise to many services. Previously, people were not much interested in the resource scarcity and maintain the ecology. But in recent years, many economies are manifested towards the concern of environment and this maintaining this ecological balance. This has resulted to the growth of many services like carpools, which was not previously used, nowadays as use carpools, pollution control agencies, this water management. A lot of services has cropped up, has increased because of this resource scarcity and ecology. So this is also one of the reasons for the growth of service sector in India. Then comes the corporate crowd. This is also one of the primary reasons for the growth of service sector in India. The corporate crowd is responsible for bringing new services and redefining the old ones. This corporate crowd means the phenomena of this globalization, privatization, liberalization has brought in a corporate world. I've brought in a lot of fast urbanization and created a corporate world. And this corporate world requires a lot of more services. This is bringing in new services and also changing the way the old services were. This corporate world is responsible for bringing these new services. Services like hotels, restaurants. If the corporate world wants to have a lot big meeting or want to have this seminar, they book big hotels, restaurants. Similarly, banking, this corporate world has, corporate crowd has a lot of people working in that companies. So banking services is required by the corporate crowd. Similarly, this travel, advertising, use of airlines, courier services, marketing research is also used by many companies, healthcare, legal service. All these services have emerged because there has been growth of corporate crowd, and this corporate crowd is responsible for a lot of growth of services in India. So it is one of the primary reasons for growth of service sector in India. Apart from corporate crowd, another thing that has resulted in the growth of services in India, service sector in India, is the cultural changes. Change is the underlying philosophy of culture. So, and this change in culture has resulted in the growth of many services. So the change of culture, change is the underlying philosophy of culture. The change is the only thing that is constant. So this is also has an impact on the culture. The culture of India is changing at a much more faster pace. So during the last century or something, the factors are much more prominent. The factors for cultural change. There has been an emergence of this nuclear family system in places of the traditional joint family system. This creates a demand for a lot of services like education, healthcare, entertainment, telecommunication, and the need for domestic services. All these things has increased because the today's family structure is mostly nuclear families, towards some nuclear families, and the joint families are not there. Similarly, there has been a lot of marked change in the thought process relating to the investment. Previously, people were having very narrow idea about investing money. But today they have a very broad idea, perspective of where to invest, how to invest, uh, where to go for how to use the leisure activities, where to go for traveling or for tourism, and how they will spend their money, and what are the ways they want to enjoy their life. So a lot of cultural changes has happened. The women are working now, and so a lot of this cultural changes has resulted in the need for the many new services which were not previously present. So this cultural changes is one of the main reasons for growth of service sector in India. Then comes another reason for this growth of service sector is rampant migration. So there has been a lot of migration in recent times. So what happens, one of the important reasons for the growth of services India is the rampant migration of rural to semi-urban and urban areas. So these people are moving from this semi-urban or rural areas to urban areas. Migration to urban areas for the want of jobs or livelihood has resulted in the expansion of cities and townships. So previously the cities and townships were not big, but nowadays, due to this rampant migration from rural areas to the urban areas, has resulted in the growth of this township, due to which a lot of services like real estate services, rental services, transportation, infrastructure services, all these things services has increased. So this rampant migration has also been one of the key reasons for the growth of service sector in India. Now coming to the last point, which has resulted to the growth of service sector in India, that is export potential. There are a number of services that India offers to various parts of the world. So this export potential of the service sector has resulted to the growth of service sector. India is considered to be the potential source of services. We have already in the initial part of the PPT, we have seen that the net exports in India is a lot. So India is exporting a lot of money to a lot of net export is there in terms of the service sector. So India is considered to be a potential source of service uh, export, and this has resulted to the export in various services like banking, insurance, transportation, data services. They are giving this accounting services. Also they are designing, entertainment, education, healthcare tourism, then this education tourism is very famous. Similarly, the software industry in India are very famous. There a lot of software services are also exported outside. Similarly, tourism is also one of the services that is being exported outside. So all these things as this services has resulted into the growth of the export potential of the service sector. So this is one of this export potential, the rising increase of the potential of service export has resulted to the growth of services in India. So we have understood what is the way in which the service sector in India has originated and how it has grown, and what are the major reasons for uh, growth of service sector in India. I will be sending you the notes digitally. Please go through that. If you have any doubts, contact me. There is no need to panic. Stay at your home. Be prepared. And finally, thank you for your attention.